Hi everybody and welcome back to a new video. Welcome to a room tour of this absolutely fabulous premiere room at the Harbour Hotel on North Street in Chichester. And what a fabulous room it is. Right, let's get straight into the tour. Hello and welcome to a room tour. We are actually in room number 32. Here is the room as you walk in immediately by the door. I'm just going to flick the lights on so you can see what it looks like with the lights on. It is the middle of the day, so if I just turn them off, I think you can still see what it's like without the lights on. We are on the 3rd floor and there is a lift in this hotel, and there is also a really grand staircase as well. When we walked in, we were really impressed by the size of the room. Now, we've actually been here for one night, so we have put all of our stuff out and we've used the room. And I always think it's good to start a room tour actually knowing how the room is in actual use, because if you just do it when you come in, it's all pristine, then you don't actually know how everything pans out. So you come in immediately. Now, we've used this area by the door for shoes. There is also this luggage rack as well. We've put our rucksacks on there. There's a nice delightful little rose picture, and of course we have the door with the layout of the floor. So as you can see, we are in room number 32. It's an old building, so I would say that every single room is going to be different. And like I said, this is a premiere room, and I imagine, you know, the shapes and sizes of the rooms will completely vary. There is no aircon in this hotel. I think there's only one room in the whole hotel that has aircon. It is a 5-star hotel. Now, you can see immediately when we walked in, we were so delighted to find a fan. And this fan is incredibly powerful. We've actually had it set up how we normally have it set up at home, which is at the bottom of the bed, blowing onto us. Let's go immediately onto the actual bed itself. So this is a huge bed. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's Super King, because there is so much space in that bed. We're used to a king size. That is definitely bigger than ours. And also, it's a very long bed as well. It's definitely longer than the one that we've got at home, and ours is a normal size. It's also quite high up as well. Now, Matt, who is 6'3", absolutely loves the height of it. I have to kind of do a little bit of a clamber onto it. I'm not going to lie, me being 5'7". An enormous headboard, and the pillows are so comfy. You've also got these little bolster cushions, which are really good for fighting each other with. You can have a game of gladiators. They're a bit like pugill sticks, if ever you've seen gladiators. But no, it's really comfy. You get this really nice blanket, which does give extra warmth. We haven't needed the warmth. We kicked that off and we just had the duvet. In fact, we had the duvet off as well, and we had the fan on. So you can position this fan wherever you want in the room. It's really easy. The lamps are really nice as well, nice and bright. I would say if you had a book that you could definitely read by the lamps. Now, I am going to take a little look down here. So as you can see from the switches, there are 2 points, one for the lamp, one for something else. And there's also 2 handy USB switches too. And that's on both sides. So I really appreciate that. The furniture is really nice. Now, I've put all my bits and bobs in this drawer, but there's also another drawer down there. So if you wanted to use those for anything, then that's perfectly fine. On both sides, they give you a complimentary bottle of water and a glass, which is really nice by the bed. Now, in the winter, when you need heat, there's a radiator. You've got a double plug socket down there. Now, this bit of the room, you are kind of in the eaves, but it doesn't restrict the height, because when you walk by the side of the bed, you've got enough height. There is one window in this room. It is a sash window. It's in a kind of a little bit of a bay. It's gorgeous. It really is. I mean, when you look out of the window, this view, oh, it's gorgeous. And the buildings, I think they're 17th century. Most of the buildings that I've seen so far in Chichester appear to be Georgian. So you've got these beautiful Georgian proportions and this fabulous ceiling. Just look at that. So what we've done, we've put our 2 luggage cases on the floor because we haven't got time to unpack everything. We're going tomorrow. We only stayed sort of 2 nights really, so no point in unpacking, so we just left our cases there. There is a nice little seating area in the bay window. These did not come with the room, I'm afraid, but the gin does. So there is a bottle of gin. It's complimentary. If you require ice and lemon with your complimentary gin, please call the reception by dialing 0. So complimentary gin. I mean, where do you get that normally? So we have another plug socket there. There's plenty of power points, absolutely plenty. Then you come to the desk area, and we just excuse some of our belongings on there. This is what you put on the door. So going on an adventure, please clean my room. Or all that exploring has made me sleepy, please do not disturb. I also put a little note on the bed saying what I wanted, because I wanted some extra towels and some other bits and pieces. There is a little pad and a pen on this side, and there's also a telephone as well, I should point out. And they did everything that I asked. So I asked for new towels, I asked for some more coffee, some more milk, and I asked for replenishment of the hand cream. All done, no fuss, no bother, perfect. I really appreciate all of the downlights as well. They do give off quite a nice light. There is a TV on the wall. This one is by Samsung. It works really well. It's not the hugest TV in the world, but I mean, how often do you sit and watch it really? You could view it perfectly well from the bed. So let's have a look what else is on the desk. There is a visitor book, information. There's a kettle which we actually got from the wardrobe. It's normally kept in there, so we just plug that in. You've got an espresso machine with these little caps. Now, I don't normally like an espresso machine. I think it's more hassle than it's worth, so I've just used the coffees. There's a bin down there. You've got 2 handy drawers, so you can do your makeup or whatever you want to do on there. Now, the wardrobe is actually of quite a decent size. They probably could have got bigger, but I don't think that you need it, especially for a short stay. So if we take a look in the wardrobe, you can see that we have these nice hangers which are really soft. So if you've got anything like fine dresses, ladies wear, silk shirts, that kind of thing, they'd be perfect. You've also got a wealth of these hangers. You've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 hangers, and they've got trouser hangers as well. There is also, I think that might be a laundry bag, so there is a laundry service that will be upcharged. Now, on the tea and coffee trolley tray, you have a complete assortment. I'll just bring them over here so we can see a little bit better. You've got some biscuits. I believe all of these are complimentary. We have some milk sachets. I don't think they have oat, because I did ask for some oat and they haven't put that in. There's a whole selection of different tea bags. Earl Grey, English breakfast, green cincha, chamomile, peppermint. There's also some coffees, regular and decaf, and we have different sugars. So we have found that to be perfectly fine. They did replenish it when we asked. The cups are there, and there's also a teapot as well. There is a fridge. Now, all of this is paid for. So if you take anything from the minibar, you have to pay. There is a price list. That's my medication that I've put in. It needs to be kept in the fridge. So what have we got in here? We've got different tonic waters. I suppose that's to go with the gin. You've got a scotch, a butterscotch biscuit thing, maybe chocolate. You've got some Fantas, Coke, Sprite, and you've got some different alcoholic beverages there as well. And it is nice and cold. I have just felt it. You've got a hairdryer, and you've got 2 pairs of complimentary slippers, and there is also a safe box as well. Right, let's move on into what I think is another really impressive part of the room. We have the bathroom. This is gorgeous. It really is a nice luxury bathroom, and we have found this to be really comfortable and more than adequate. You've got a beautiful... Let's start here. Now, this I really appreciated, because last night when Matt was sleeping and I didn't want to go to bed, I actually came in here for a little bit and I sat down and I had a cup of tea, decaf tea, and I sat on here and I looked out of the window at night time, and there were like all little nice lights on. You can see some nice things in the distance. It was beautiful. So I sat here and just had a cup of tea. And There are 2 complimentary robes. Now they do run on the small size. So even on me, they're a little bit snug. So, I would just say they run a little bit on the small size. We have plenty of beautiful, nice, fluffy white towels on this heated towel rail. Obviously, it's so hot, so it's not on at the moment, but there we go. It's there. For the winter, it will dry your towels, but you can just get new towels whenever you like. The floor is this beautiful stone tiles. It's gorgeous. I love the big flagstone type tiles. Let's go out. It's gorgeous. You've got this kind of brick effect tile, which again I really like. It's got a nice sheen to it. Let's actually, while we're here, look at the shower. So as you can see, there is a rainfall shower. We didn't notice that when we first came in, but there it is. It's all Burlington sanitary ware, which is a really good make. Quite pricey, but it's really good. Shower screen is beautiful and clean. This is one actually kind of, I think, yes, kind of tilts that way. I don't know why you'd want it to do that. Maybe just the ease of cleaning or ease of getting in, but we didn't find it difficult getting in the bath at all, or the shower. I don't know what options they've got. If you're a little bit difficult in terms of getting in and out of the bath, you might have to ask. But basically what we did is we just step in, and I'll show you what I can see from inside. So the rainfall, perfectly clean. You have a light kind of above. I imagine if it was a little bit further over, it might be dangerous, or the actual shower head might block the light. So I think on reflection, it's probably a good spot to put the down light. I certainly could see everything. You have a Burlington handheld. That was really powerful. So for cleaning all your bits and pieces, all your nooks and crannies, that was adequate. In fact, I'm actually thinking of changing our bath and shower to something like this, and I would consider having the Burlington in there. Taps, again, really, really nice. You've got some complimentary toiletries. Let's have a look. So we've got shampoo, they're Bramley. I didn't use the shampoo, but I did use the conditioner. It's really good. Also, in this area, the water is incredibly soft, so you don't need a lot of product. I did use the body wash. I used my own Head and Shoulders shampoo. Now, this was really good. I appreciated having this situated here so that you don't have to get yourself... Basically, you can adjust the temperature before you stand in the water. So you turn it one way to get the shower, the other way to get the handheld, and then you've got the temperature switch here. I really appreciated that. There's also a handy ledge where you can put your products on, like that. Obviously, bathroom bin. The sink is gorgeous. The plug, you just tap and release. It is a mixer tap, but I had no issues with that. There's a big enough mirror. Now there's no cabinet. I will say there's no cabinet, but there's plenty of countertop space. So we just put all of our products on there. Again, Bramley products by the sink. The hand cream and the hand wash are really lovely. There's a shaver point over there. There is a disposal bag. You've got some free cotton wool. There's a little pack here. So we haven't used these, but there are 2 shower caps. There's a vanity set, and there is a nail file. And there's also a toilet brush by the toilet. It's obviously one of these wall-mounted systems. The flush we found to be quite good. There's a water-saving flush and a regular flush. Plenty of toilet paper. They replenish it daily, so you've got a spare one over there. Then you've got the regular one. Yes, it's a perfectly adequate sized bathroom. Now, if you're worried about people peeking in at you when you're getting your bits and pieces out, there is a blind. So I'm just pulling it down now. There's also the same blind, or similar, in the main bedroom. So you can pull it down completely for your privacy. And that concludes our room tour. So if you've enjoyed this room tour, then please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share, like and comment. And of course, subscribe to the channel so that you know whenever we upload a new video. So from us, mwah, to you all my lovies, and goodbye.